I trimmed my eyebrow a while ago. I hope it looks good. What do you feel when you see a couple, a wholesome couple, or old couples, or people who tell each other about they love each other? Like, what do you feel? Because you think of it, and you think about love, and like you wish that you were him or you were her. I don't know. Like you wish that that kind of love gets to you one day in your life. Anything, like usually. But what I think about love, especially lately, is that like I think people feel more comfortable living for someone else than living for themselves. Just like how society, most of people in this society tends to focus more on how they think, how they are perceived by other people than actually living their lives. So, and also this got me thinking humans prefer living their life for other people, sacrificing their time, their money, their effort for others, or even a god if you believe in one, than actually living for themselves, because it kind of gives you purpose and strict meaning. And also, the best part about living for others is that you can kind of like, you need to reciprocate. You need to, and I need something that commensurates. I need you to give me something that commensurates my effort. With things that I had done to you, even though that person doesn't really, like, you are the one who, um, you are the one who convinced yourself that he deserves the things that you are doing to him or her. Like, let's just say. So, like, he doesn't have to do anything with the things that he's given to from you. It's just you who manipulated yourself. This is the person I want to go all in, but maybe like she or he doesn't respond that way. Then you should step back, but you kind of want something from that person. So at the end of the day, I think it's just much easier to leave for another person than for yourself. Like many people, many men can say, "I'll die for you." I'll die for you. I'll do whatever you want, but they never really say, I'll live for you. I'll live the rest of my life trying to be as happy man as possible and trying to put my things well, like a career, money, and all the things, and to try to take care of my body and myself, my mind for you. I'm gonna live my life well because you are in this world. I think that's such a romantic sentence, but I don't see the love being interpreted in this way, especially in medias. And I don't know about love. Like love really got diluted, and it's also the term that's very vague and shallow. And also, it's really hard to like pin down like what specific thing they're talking about. So it's really difficult to. I mean, it's really important to define before talking about love. What I mean by love is the feeling that so it's like love or liking someone, not sexually. I mean, of course, sexually as well, but just humans liking each other, humans loving another humans. I think that's very beautiful, and that really makes what like that really is one of the best feelings that humans can feel throughout their lives. Like, also another thing I want to expand from the point when I say living for another person is easier than living for yourself, is that you see someone loving another person so much, like you can see it's as if he or she, like that person, is being passionate about something really great, and they are so confident, and like they know what they're doing, and they keep trying to show their love to another person. Like they can do this like months and years. You kind of feel the feel like, I don't know, like your heart can feel something different from people who are just like working hard in their works or something like that. So again, I think humans in naturally, fundamentally love sacrificing to another person, because that way that's much easier. I think it's just much easier. And the point that I was trying to make was, um oh god, I forgot the point. So whatever. I was like so into this thought, and I lost in my thought train. Okay. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is loving on the we seek for this love that you idealized, that like in your words, love is this. So I'm seeking this from another person or another like from other gender in order to sacrifice and have purpose and meaning in your life. And it's nothing bad, but until when you chase it, when it becomes you, not you loving someone. When you become the person who only chases love and only tries to adjust your whole life based on like based just because of that person, just for the person, that give the other person first. It gives another person, and people see you as very being desperate, which isn't bad in a sense, but it won't work well. We all know that. We all had that phase, that arc, especially men. I don't know about girls since I don't have any girl friends, like female friends. Um, we all had that arc. That we all had that period of our time, a period of in our lives when we tried, best in the best way. We tried our best in our ways, and it failed really brutally. But you now know the reason why. You were way too obsessed. You were way too, yeah, obsessed. I think that word's really correct. Really fits here. Obsessed with the idea of falling in love and falling in, like, loving someone, but being loved really doesn't. I think loving someone's much better than being loved. That's why if I were to choose between uh someone who like loves me versus someone who I love, I would definitely choose for the latter one, since loving someone is such a strong feeling. Like, being loved is good, but also at the same time, like, loving someone, like the feeling, the urge that you want to provide the most, and the feeling that, like, you want to lose yourself um by loving them, which is dangerous, which is very dangerous. But I think we all naturally instinctively know how to do it and love doing it. Like, we seek doing that in a sense. And I think the diluted, a little bit, like, leveled down, watered down version of it is having friends, or having just soulmates, some kind of like deep friends, let's say, like best friends, besties, my buddies. You love them in a way, like, you love that person, like, you love spending time with them, and you demand something in return, but like, they are very willing to give that, because they also like you, and you like them as well. So, like, it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a crucial part of human society and culture, and how we survived throughout the human history. And I say, and also it's deeply rooted in our human psychology, seeking for others, seeking the validation from others, which is a little bit off, which is a little bit dangerous. Again, it isn't optimal, I'd say, because it's out of your agency. It's not in your response. You try to fix things, you try to get better at things, but aren't in your response, you'll end up being miserable, because you will never be in agency. You will feel like you are, but at the end, it's not something that you can control. So you will lose the interest, and at the end, you might not even give it another go ever again. But so it's very paradoxical. You need it, but you can't control it. So it's kind of, you gotta kind of balance it out between being obsessed with liking someone, being obsessed with having friends and kind of socializing, and also having your own time when you can sit with yourself, sit with your thoughts, and be real you. Just I also think, okay, I'm gonna talk about this in other videos. But yeah, love is such a strong emotion and feeling that a human can feel, and it it genuinely makes me. It's not hard. Again, it's not hard. If you try, you will get the kind of love that you want. But also, it's really difficult to stick to the love that you imagine, and kind of like, how do I say this? How do I put this? So like we all fantasize love in a way, in a sense. We all have this strong idea about love that you want, that we want. But at the end, you kind of comply to the reality that maybe this is the kind of love that I should just admit to. So my greatest fear is my biggest fear is ending up with someone, although although I'm sure I do not love this person in a way that I thought I would, and just ending up with him, ending up with her, just because the society tells me, and the pressure that I get from family, when I'm gonna marry, some kind of thing. Maybe I'm just taking things way too far off, since I'm just 21 years old, and it obviously it's good to think about these things, but I just wish that I know what I'm doing. It's such a difficult one, to be honest. Saying knowing what I'm doing, marrying someone, like I know this person, it has how do I say, like I can be myself in front of this person, and just you just love spending time with that person. But we never know what would happen. So also at the same time, you should be careful. But yeah, it's difficult. It's a task. That's why I think it's a task for every single human beings on this planet, like trying to find a lover. But of course, this society, the kind of, I mean, if I were to, but I'm sure it, like they all have, like every cultures, every countries um have their own kind of problems when it comes to dating, not just Western, but like even in Middle East or Asia, like they I think we are all dealing with some kind of like similar problems, but interpreted and set in different ways because of the difference in languages and cultures. So I wouldn't say it's fucked. I wouldn't say it's cooked, the dating market, but some part of the United States, as far as I know, I mean, even in the Europe, yeah, it really seems like it's cooked. But I haven't really been into there. Like, I haven't even visited Europe at all, so we never know. Like, I'm just saying it out of the things that I read in news articles and statistics. So it's tough. It's tough. It's a tough generation to find a genuine love, a person that you would like to. You can't live without. It's a task that we all, like we men and girls, I mean women, yeah, will all go through. And I hope, I just wish all of you who are watching this video or aren't watching this video have kind of the sense, like at the end, whether or not you marry or not, like you end up with someone in a different ways that from what society tells you to do. I just wish you be yourself. You don't lose yourself, and you don't compromise your beliefs just because you're alone, just because you're lonely. Being lonely has nothing to do with marrying a wrong person, marrying just because you were told to, kind of thing. So yeah, that's about it. Just wanted to yap about love this time, a little bit lightening up, since my previous videos were kind of serious. Maybe this was a little bit serious. I got more serious when I wanted it to be. But yeah, That's about it. Thank you for watching the video. Thirsty.